Hello, everyone. This is Elizabeth again. I just want to talk about how to take care of you get anxious, you get anxiety. Sometimes you don't really have to think about it. Anxious anxiety after the divorce, after you lose something. I just want to share with you how I deal with it. After my divorce, you know, all this is kicking in by automatic. Sometimes you all of a sudden doing something, you just like you couldn't breathe or you feel very anxious because you lost something that you built for 31 years. I don't know about you, but I feel that I had to do something. The last thing I want to do to get rid of my anxious anxiety is run to my doctor to get the medication, which is you can have it. I chose not to because I'm not a medication person. I like to be free of the medication. I don't want medication to control me. So what I did is I walk. One of them I walk. I literally walk 3 times a day. Why do I walk 3 times a day? Let me clarify. At the time of my divorce, I was just cutting down to work as needed. So basically, I do not have a full time job. I work as needed. So I probably working between 3 months to 4 months out of the year. So those money, it's not going to get me far. And so during that time of my divorce, I still feel that I could not work because simply I cannot focus. I decided to just live very, very, let's just say I live below my mean, not within my mean. I uh, I live very, very, very limited amount of money. And that is why I said I did not work, thinking about you don't have job, then you try to go back and try to learn everything again. So I decided that I just going to hold off, even though I don't have any support or anything like that. And I walk. Let's go back to about how I walk 3 times a day. So I will be getting up first thing in the morning when it started getting light because I knew that was in the summer in June. And as soon as getting light, I would start walking. You you can imagine I walk and walk and walk until I feel like my leg is going to be falling off and to just helping me. I don't understand. I don't know how to explain the feeling where your your chest is tied up. You don't feel you don't you feel anxious. It's coming on automatically. I promise. It's just not like I'm thinking about it and escalating it. It just come on automatically. I cannot explain it. So I would be walking first thing in the morning. I mean, I would walk like 2 hours in the morning. I would walk and I would pray, meaning I would look up in the sky. I would, walk and I pray. I talk. People probably thinking I'm crazy. You're talking to yourself or what you're talking. I'm talking to God. I pray. I would look up in the sky. I would see like a photo or the cloud is almost like Jesus, and I pray to Jesus helping me to help me. I walk. And then I would come back in. I would, you know, eat or rest. And then I was scheduled to go out again about noon. It's getting hot. About noontime, I would probably walk 30 minutes to an hour to just helping me don't have the anxiety. For some reason, walking, it is helping a lot. I would say being outside, walking, keeping busy, prayer, and I manifest all kind of things to God. Um, 3 times a day, every day, and in the evening. Because it's summer, I would wait until they cool off. I would be walking, oh, I don't know, let's see, 7:30 up to like 10:30 at night. And that is helping me a lot. So if this helping you, my what I'm doing for what you going through right now, for some of you might going through, do that. And I have to tell you, there's a few times that I have my cell phone with me and I will be walking outside. By now, June, July, children are already out from school. So I be walking because my neighbor kids is still talking, their parent in the summer, I, I would be walking until like 11:30 to midnight. And I'm making sure that I walk from my house down to this way, where the road is. One my neighbor live next to the road, so I walk to there on, the sidewalk to their house. I would walk back to one, two, three, four houses, and because the last house had the bush branch out, and I know my neighborhood is safe, but I didn't want to go because I don't know, someone might, hide in there and grab me or something. And I will be walking back and forth many round, many trip, many, because in order for me to feel calm, because this anxiety and it's like I couldn't believe how much it is thinking back. And one night I feel that and I need to start walking. I was walking until midnight. My daughter uh, came out to look for me about midnight. But the neighbor and the boys and their parent were still out talking. But the sad part was my phone is run out of battery. So I came in to grab the battery and I plugged into the charger outside because my house have I can plug it in. I left my phone there to charge because I want to take my phone with me. I can't because it run out of battery. I need to charge. My daughter came out and saw my phone charging and she was calling out for me and I didn't answer and she cried. She probably thought that I took off, abandoned her, or I was being taken by a spooky man, okay? And she cried and she called her brother and mom's not here and it's making me feel really bad. And the next morning she was really upset with me. I told her I have to help me. Sorry that I did not hear because I was down, walked down there and stopped talking to my neighbor and the three boys. So and yeah, so one of them is that happening and I walking not just that one night. I walk every day until my symptoms subside. It take a while, I promise you. And another thing is exercise. I also have gym in my basement at my house. So you get up 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, you feel that you could not breathe. I refuse to take medication, the anti-anxiety. And so I would go down and I would exercise, I would lifting weight, everyone, that it help. So if you don't want to take medication, that's what I do. Okay, that's what I do. it's helping me. So for you to not, you need to talk to your, your doctors and things. But that's helping me because I'm a drug-free kind of person. I don't drink alcohol. I don't do medication except the hair, nail, skin, and vitamin C, calcium, and that's pretty much I take. I took that, but I don't take it every day. So I would say exercise is helping me a lot. I I I lift weight. I was on the pedal and I walk on a treadmill. On elliptical, and I lifting weight until I couldn't do anymore. I do for a while, and it really calmed down my nerve. So yes, that's two things to get rid of my nerve anxiety. And I couldn't breathe, panic attack. I couldn't say so by walking and exercise. It helping me a lot, and of course, I was really really thin. I was way thin. I lost hair. I lost weight. I gain weight now after my mom passed away. I need to take control of my life again and constantly exercise so I can be more healthy, and I don't have to put a burden on my children, especially my daughter. She keep contact with me, check in on me. She stopped by and things like that. And so yes, so for my anxiety, for my panic attack, or let's just say I couldn't breathe and I feel overwhelmed. That helping me the most is walking, exercise, meditation. Okay, listen to something positive, and because you don't have a support system, no friend, I promise you, no friend, no one else, no colleagues want to listen to your problem. Even good friend, they have their own problem. So you have to turn in and helping yourself somehow. Okay? That's how I did it. So um, that's pretty much for this video, how I be able to get rid of my anxiety. I couldn't breathe, and by meditate, exercise, walking, okay, and be positive. Listen to something positive, because sometimes you're, I don't know. I go to church, and some people at the church say, "Oh, so and so is divorced. Maybe you can talk to them." Why would I want to talk to them? Because the negative met the negative, right? Divorcee met the divorcee. So all they're gonna do is talking trash about their ex-husband or ex-wife, whatever. So to me, uh, for myself, is being me. Go within. It's helping me. Then team up with people that who have the same problem. Just like when someone have a drinking problem, they get together, and all it is more friend about drinking. Next thing you know, the problem is meet the problem. That's what I see. Like divorcee meet the divorcee. All they do is being negative. Okay, negative about the ex. So for me, I don't want to be negative, and that's how I did it. Walking, meditation, exercise, listen to something more spiritual, more calm, and meditation. It's helping me. So I don't know about you. You can share your experience too. I would love to know and learn about you as well, because that is how my story goes. So I will share with you from more in the video, and I'll talk soon. I don't have a script. I'm talking about my experience, how I gone through to get to this far, and here you are. So I'll talk to you in my next video. Okay, so I'll see you. Bye bye.